Alexander Grin was a Russian writer and poet, born on August 23, 1880, in Slobodskoye Vyaka Governorate, Russia, now Kirov Oblast, Russia. He is known for his imaginative and romantic prose, which often features fantastical and surreal elements. Grin was the son of a railway engineer, and he spent his early years traveling around Russia with his family. He was educated at home by his mother and later attended gymnasium in Moscow. After completing his education, he worked as a government clerk, a teacher, and a journalist. In 1912, Grin published his first novel, The Sorcerer's Shadow, which was well received and established him as a writer. He went on to write numerous novels and short stories, including The Scarlet Sails, She Who Runs on the Waves, and The White Aquavitae. Grin's works were often set in imaginary worlds, featuring heroes and heroines who were dreamers and adventurers. His stories were marked by a sense of romanticism and idealism, and they often explored themes of love, beauty, and the search for meaning in life. During his lifetime, Grin struggled with poverty and ill health, but he continued to write prolifically until his death in 1932. His works have been translated into many languages and remain popular among readers in Russia and around the world. Grin's writing style was praised for its vivid descriptions, poetic language, and imaginative storytelling. He was influenced by the Romantic and Symbolist literary movements, as well as by the Russian folklore and mythology. Despite his popularity, Grin faced criticism from some Soviet critics who viewed his writing as too idealistic and divorced from reality. His works were banned in the Soviet Union during the Stalinist era, but they continue to be read and admired in underground circles. After the fall of the Soviet Union, Grin's works were republished and gained renewed popularity. He is now recognized as one of the most important Russian writers of the 20th century and a master of the fantasy and romantic genres. In addition to his literary works, Grin was also a talented artist and illustrator. He created many illustrations for his own books, as well as for the works of other writers. Today, Alexander Grin is remembered as a literary icon and a visionary storyteller who captured the imagination of generations of readers. With his imaginative and romantic tales of adventure, love, and beauty, Grin's legacy continues to inspire artists and writers around the world. His influence can be seen in the works of many contemporary writers, including Neil Gaiman, who has cited Grin as one of his major influences. In addition to his literary achievements, Grin also played an important role in the cultural life of his time. He was a member of the Union of Writers and a frequent contributor to literary magazines and newspapers. He was also a supporter of the Russian Revolution, and his writing reflected his belief in the potential of the Soviet system to create a new, better world. Despite his early death at the age of 52, Grin left behind a rich and enduring legacy of imaginative and romantic literature that continues to inspire readers and writers today. His works have been adapted into films, television shows, and theatrical productions, and his influence can be felt in the worlds of fantasy, science fiction, and romance.